In this video, I'm gonna show you how I turned $50 into over $100,000 just by applying these 3 simple steps that I'll teach you in this video. About 2 years ago, I was a losing trader. I was flipping burgers for $9 an hour. I was depressed, I was smoking weed, I was doing all the bad habits you can think of. And the reason why I was losing in these markets because I didn't get the right guidance at first. But as soon as I got the right guidance, I turned profitable. And then I was able to transform myself into a 6-figure trader. Nowadays, I average around $1,000 or $3,000 every single day and only applying 30 to 60 minutes a day. Day trading allowed me to achieve time, location, and financial freedom. But it wouldn't have been possible if I wouldn't have done these 3 simple steps. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Step number 1. I found a proven strategy that actually works. Like I told you in the beginning, I was depressed, I was flipping those burgers, and I didn't get the right guidance, nor did I have the right strategy. That's why I was losing. Now, I know this sounds very simple, find a proven strategy, but most of the traders in the world do not have the right strategy. For me, I remember all I did was I go onto the YouTube and I was trying to find those easy strategies online, like support and resistance, trend lines, and some patterns, and I also tried some indicators, but nothing seemed to work. It felt like I was in an endless cycle of losing. And if I'm being completely honest, I truly believe that most of the traders in the world struggled with the same thing or are struggling right now. And then one day, same stuff, right? I was losing money, and then I was like, fuck, my strategy is not working clearly. So I went online and I found this one guy teaching some strategy. I took some bits of the strategy and I kind of mixed it up with my strategy. Then it kind of started to work, okay, a little bit. And I made a rule to myself that I'm gonna try at least for 1 month with this strategy. If it works, I'm gonna stick with it forever, okay? And let's just say like this, that strategy worked. I started to backtest it, okay? It is very efficient. I still use it to this day. So that was step number 1. I had to find a proven strategy. Most of the people in the world, most of the traders in the world are not using a strategy that works. Okay, most people are using some weird retail trading strategies that just simply do not work. Okay, it doesn't make sense to these markets. I'm just gonna say like this. In the markets, you need liquidity and market trends. I have plenty of videos on that on my channel, but please, if you want this video to help you, if you want to start making at least $1,000, $3,000 a day, and you want to start acquiring that capital, and you want to learn how I turned $50 into $100,000, then watch this video till the end. Put this on full screen, just focus, okay? Step number 2, I found a job. Like I told you, it's the $9 an hour flipping burger job. But this is not the most ordinary advice that you see online. All the gurus online just tell you, oh, flip accounts, do this, do that. But yeah, this is what I did to acquire capital. I was flipping those burgers, $9 an hour, and it was hell on earth. I remember like 12-hour shifts. I remember every time that I went there, I was like, fuck, again, this shit. But you know what? I believed in my vision. I remember I was flipping those burgers. I was just dreaming of a day where I'm making $1,000. And now I'm doing that. I'm making more than that nowadays. It's just up from here, obviously. Soon it will be $10,000 days, $100,000 days, etc. Literally, the money you can make in trading is unlimited. So that's a good part about trading, right? But essentially, the reason why I was flipping those burgers is for the simple fact that I didn't have any capital, right? Now listen, by all means, if you have money already, if you have like $500, which I didn't have, then you're in a good position. Because I remember I didn't have no money. I started to just flip those burgers and I wanted to acquire some capital. And just to be sure, I was in that job for like 4 months. But essentially, the reason why I quit that job is because I started to make some good money, okay? I'm gonna explain you very soon how did I actually acquire that capital? How did I actually start to make a lot of money in my trading, and then I was able to quit the job. But essentially, like I told you, if you have some capital, you don't need to find a job. Or if you have some sort of side hustles, you can do that instead of going to the job. But in this video, I'm just telling you what I did personally. And if you want to do the same, you can do the same. You can just apply for jobs, whatever. And I recommend you to find a job that actually is beneficial for you, because I was flipping those burgers, man. What am I gonna do with that? Yeah, I know how to do burgers, but if I would do that again today, I would probably find a sales job, because sales is very good, or something beneficial. Or I would have done some side hustles like photoshopping or video editing in Fiverr.com or something like that. But yeah, regardless, I was flipping those burgers, had to be done right. But there is some bonuses to that, okay? Because now I at least know what I don't want to do. I will never ever go to that place again or anywhere else. All I do is day trade, and this is what I love, okay? But essentially, now I'm gonna show you the way how I actually start to acquire a lot of capital, not in that job, but in trading. And then I was able to quit that shitty job, and now I day trade full time. So step number 3, I got funded. So essentially, if you don't know what is funded, it's those prop firms, okay? Nowadays, it's 2025. You can buy a funded account with like $50 and you can start acquiring a lot of fucking capital with little to no capital. Then I found a prop firm that allowed me to buy a funded account with just $50, okay? That was the cheapest one, but I bought it, okay? Let's be honest, first, I didn't do well in those, okay? I didn't do well in those. I failed, but I was new to that because it had rules, right? It has like, you cannot lose more than 10%. So I wasn't used to them, okay? Because I traded with a small live account before. I was like, okay, let's just get used to these rules. And then I remember I passed my first funded account. It felt unreal because I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking make it. I'm gonna actually turn this trading into a full-time career. It was a $50 account. I know it wasn't much. My first payout was probably like $500. Not much, bro. But then that $500 and also the money that I had from the job, it allowed me to buy bigger accounts and start to scale up, right? Obviously, first, when I start to scale up, I blew some accounts. I blew some funded accounts because the psychology part hit. But then I was like, okay, focus. I did some stuff to fix the psychology. Real ones know, but I have videos on that as well. But essentially, then I started to pass those bigger accounts. That's when the real money starts to get in, okay? I started to get like 2K payouts, 5K, and at one point I had like 10K to my name just from payouts. And also the money from the job, so I had like 15K, something like that. I was like, fuck it, bro, I'm gonna quit this fucking job. On that same exact day when I quit the job, I was like, hell yeah, now it's time to go all in with trading. Fuck distraction, fuck this job, let's just focus on trading. What I did right there is I had seen some videos online that you should move everything to my live account, and I did exactly that because let's be honest, these prop firms are amazing to acquire capital. Some people like to trade with them full time, but I personally like live accounts because it allows me to have sustainable outcomes. Because obviously in trading, sometimes you could go into a small losing streak, and in normal account, it doesn't matter because you can just make the money fast back. But in prop firms, you could blow that account with that mini losing streak. So that's why I moved everything to my live account. The reason why I wasn't making that much money with the live account at first, I could have made a lot of money with that super fast, but the reason why I wasn't is for the simple fact that I was a little bit scared, okay? I started with very low risk, okay? Because I knew that the psychology of trading will hit when you move money that you have never seen before to an account. But that's a sacrifice. In life, if you want to succeed, you need to delay gratification. That's what I did, okay? I've been profitable for 2 years now, and only now I'm finally starting to scale the account. But you know, at first I didn't because I didn't have trust in my strategy. I was kind of hesitant, but now I have the trust. I've been profitable for 2 years. I know that I'm profitable in the long run as well. I've turned a lot of my students profitable. That also brings me confidence because I know that the strategy works. The thing that I teach works, and that's why I'm also recording these videos. But this is the beauty about trading. Once you have the strategy, once you are profitable, you can start scaling hella. Because not even a long time ago, I'm talking like maybe 6 months ago, I was making $300, $400, but nowadays $1,000, $3,000. Soon it will be $10,000 because I'm allowing to scale up and obviously making withdrawals, but scaling up. Okay, that's the beauty about trading. And let's be honest, you can do it too. If I can do it, if I, who was a undisciplined trader, losing trader, fast food worker, weed smoker, I don't smoke weed anymore. Fuck that shit. Fuck all the distractions, okay? Just focus on your goal. If I can do it, you can do it, bro. I was in the lowest point of my life. I was able to turn everything around. And yeah, essentially, nowadays, I am a 6-figure full-time day trader. And I'm not the one who only makes money. I've turned a lot of my students profitable. And guess what? A lot of my students are getting payouts worth of $5,000. Some of them are making $1,000 a day, $500 a day, making good money, and they're just also growing as well. This is the bit about trading. We never stop scaling. Literally 1 year from now, most likely I'll be at 10K a day. We'll see. I'm just gonna be honest. Trading is the best job in the world. It allows you to have time, location, and financial freedom. And freedom is what we humans want, bro. We don't want to be working in a fast food restaurant or somewhere to take commandments from our boss, to live like a slave. We want to make money on our own. We want to be free, and trading allowed me to do that. Trading will allow you to do that as well. If you want to become profitable, if you want to learn my system, then click the first link in the description. It will take you to my free course. My free course has more value than the paid courses I will sell you for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So click the first link in the description, and as usual, I will see you on the other side. Peace out.